Most people think sharing everything makes them closer to others. They believe the more they talk, the more support they get. But life does not always work like that. Sometimes the more you reveal, the more exposed you become. And not everyone around you wants to see you grow. Some people listen just to understand you. Others listen to use you. That is the part most people learn too late. There are things you should speak about openly. But there are also things you should protect quietly. Because silence can build strength in ways words never can. And once you understand this, you start moving differently in life. More calm, more focused, more in control. But what are those things that should stay private? And why do they matter so much more than people realize? The first thing you should keep private is your big goals and future plans. When you talk too early about what you want to achieve, something shifts inside you. You start feeling like you already did it, just by speaking it. And worse, not everyone will support your vision. Some people will doubt you. Some will laugh quietly. And that energy can slow you down without you noticing it. Real progress happens in silence. You work, you adjust, you improve, and only then do results speak for you. The strongest people build first, and talk later. Because when results arrive, no explanation is needed. But when you share too soon, you invite pressure and opinions that do not help you move forward. And the real question is, what would change in your life if no one knew what you were building yet? The second thing to keep private is your financial situation. Money is one of the most sensitive parts of life. If people think you have too much, expectations grow. If they think you have too little, respect can shift in the wrong direction. And in both cases, you lose balance. Talking about income, savings, or purchases often creates unnecessary attention. Some people may compare. Some may judge. And some may even treat you differently based on numbers. Financial growth works best when it is quiet. You improve your habits. You manage better. You build stability without outside noise. The less people know, the less pressure you carry. And the less pressure you carry, the clearer your decisions become. But there is another layer to this, because money is not just about numbers. It changes how people see you, and that can change everything around you. The third thing you should keep private is your relationship problems. Every relationship has challenges. Misunderstandings, arguments, emotional distance, all of it is normal. But when you share those problems with too many people, something gets lost. Advice becomes noise. Opinions multiply. And suddenly your private situation becomes public discussion. That makes it harder to think clearly about your own connection. Not every problem needs outside voices. Some problems need quiet understanding between two people. When you protect your relationship from outside interference, you give it space to heal properly. You also protect respect for the person you are with. Because once outsiders form opinions, it is hard to take them back. And what seems like simple advice from others can slowly change how you see your own relationship without you even noticing it. The fourth thing to keep private is your next moves and personal strategy. This is what most people overlook. When you explain your next step too early, you give away your advantage. People adjust their behavior. Competition increases. And your path becomes less smooth. Even in daily life, telling everyone your next move can create silent resistance. Not always openly, but subtly. Real progress often needs quiet execution. You decide. You act. You adjust without outside noise. The less people predict your actions, the more control you have over your direction. And when results appear before explanation, your position becomes stronger without effort. But this raises an important thought. How much faster could you move if no one saw your direction before you arrived there? The fifth thing you should keep private is your personal weaknesses and emotional struggles. Everyone has them. Doubt, fear, stress, insecurity. These are human. But not every space is safe for sharing them. When you reveal your weakest points to the wrong people, they may not attack you directly, but they remember. And later, in subtle ways, those weak points can be used against you. More importantly, speaking too openly about your struggles to the wrong audience can also shape how they see you. Instead of seeing your potential, They may only see your problems. It is important to process your emotions, but it is equally important to choose where and with whom you share them. Strength does not mean hiding everything. It means understanding what stays within you until it becomes stable enough to be shared safely. And once you learn that balance, your emotional world becomes more steady than before. At the end of all this, privacy is not about isolation. It is about control. Control over your direction, your energy, and your growth. When you stop exposing every part of your life, you start noticing how much mental space you gain. Less explanation, less pressure, more focus. You move differently. You think clearer. You act with intention instead of reaction. And there is something most people only realize much later. When you protect your private life, you do not become distant. You become clearer. You stop reacting to every opinion around you. You stop explaining yourself to people who are not part of your direction. And slowly, your mind becomes lighter. Not because life gets easier, but because you stop carrying unnecessary voices in your head. You also start noticing something powerful. Your results improve when your attention is not divided. You think better. You decide faster. You waste less energy proving things. And instead of talking about change, you start becoming the change in real time. That shift is quiet, but it is real. And it separates people who stay stuck from people who move forward. In the end, privacy is not about hiding. It is about protecting your growth until it is strong enough to stand on its own. Not every moment needs an audience. Not every step needs approval. Some stages of life are meant to be built in silence, so they can survive in reality. And the truth is, many people lose their peace because they give too much access to their private world. They explain too much. They seek too much approval. And slowly, they stop listening to themselves. But the moment you learn to protect your energy, your mindset begins to change. You stop needing validation for every decision. You stop announcing every plan before it happens. And you finally understand that some of the strongest moves in life are made quietly. There is power in staying silent while you work. There is power in growing without attention. And there is power in letting your actions speak before your words ever do. Because not everyone needs access to your mind, your struggles, or your next step. Some things become stronger when they are protected instead of exposed. And over time, this changes the way you live completely. You become more careful with your words, more selective with your trust, more focused on what truly matters. You stop wasting energy trying to explain yourself to people who were never meant to understand your journey in the first place. The people who grow the most are often the ones who move quietly. They do not feel the need to constantly prove themselves. They let time, discipline, and results speak for them. And that kind of confidence is different. It is calm. It is stable. And it cannot be shaken easily by outside opinions. So protect your peace. Protect your plans. Protect your growth. Because everything valuable in life needs the right environment to grow properly. And sometimes, silence is that environment. And if this message made you reflect on your own life, then keep learning and keep growing with content like this. Stay consistent, stay focused, and keep moving forward one decision at a time.